Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What in the fizz is going on here? You know, last night I actually I followed Deontay Wilder's social media on Twitter and um, Zuckerberg Zuckerbergergram, whatever the fuck that shit you call that. I hate that fucking shit. I hate the fact that Zuckerberger is a part of that shit. This is a quick side note. I used to fuck with Facebook. I hate Facebook. Don't like Facebook. So I went to IG, and then Zuckerberger puss ass went and bought that shit, and I still use it because I still fuck with the platform. But fuck them. Anyway, um, watched a little puss ass what you call that shit press conference, dog. So the zone, I guess, is on gonna be on the zone. Wilder posted a promo photo with a gang of heavyweights on it. Massive gang of heavyweights, you know what I'm saying? And it had at the top Wilder on one end and Anthony Joshua on the other end. I said, wait a minute, is this real? They about to get it on? It's actually about to happen this year? Are you kidding me? And then I had to look further and see that they're going to be fighting on the same night, the same card. So it's going to be Wilder versus a former Titleist Parker, and then it's going to be AJ, former unified Titleist, versus Otto B. Wallen, who tore up Tyson Fury's eye, and actually, in my opinion, he beat Tyson Fury. But he got robbed, of course, because if there's anybody else whose eye was hanging open that wide, they would have stopped the fight, and Fury would have lost by TKO. But that's neither here nor there. What I am looking at, me personally, is the look on Anthony Joshua's face. My God, my God. Him being at a very long distance from Wilder, if you look at the setup, um, he looked, in my opinion, he looked nervous in the moment. Um, Body language goes a long way. I've been following the whole Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder saga now for since 2016. It is the end of 2023 now. Probably the summer of 2016 when it really started heating up in between the two, especially after AJ defeated Vladimir Klitschko, and he started going on the title run to unify. I've myself heard Eddie Hearn refer to Anthony Joshua as a baby. He's still a baby. He's still a baby. When he was on the Boxing Voice years ago, it was probably 2017 at that point. He had just unified or just about to unify a couple of the titles. I think he had already unified at that point. And this guy described Anthony Joshua, 6'6", two-time Olympian monster, as a baby, and he's still learning. And to this day, we're 5 and 6, almost 7 years later, and they're talking about Joshua needs to learn. And what is there to learn, man? You are a bloody prize fighter, as you guys say over there. Excuse the terrible accent that I'm attempting, but you're a prize fighter. You've made tens and possibly hundreds of millions of dollars over your career. You've been knocked out before by a couch potato, Mexican, a Mexican, actually, respectfully, a fake Mexican at that. The He's the off-bred Mexican. He's not even from Mexico, but he's a person of Mexican descent. I don't know if you're gonna say his name because he's a clown and a joke. He didn't even want to fight Wilder, trying to price himself out of fighting Wilder. I don't understand. You're gonna get knocked the fuck out anyway. Just take the money, man. Anyway, Anthony Joshua, he was already had the nervous energy sitting down there talking about how come my promoter is not talking for me or whatever he said up there. It was like, man, what are you talking about? What is that? What are you doing? I'm hearing that Derek James is not in this corner anymore. He's running through. It's like he's having an identity crisis. You don't. He said himself when he didn't have the title, it's less pressure, but it looks like it's even more pressure. Just get in there and fight, mix it up with these guys. We look at Anthony Joshua as somebody who got all the tools to be whatever he wants to be. But if you don't have it mentally, which is appears what he doesn't have the mental fortitude to get out there and just do what needs to be done. Win or lose, man. Sometimes at a certain point, when you're at the precipice of your career, you're at the tail end because of circumstances, whatever they may be, when you have only so many more chances to get to the top and you at the fork in the road, sometimes you just got to just push the line and see what happens. Put your best foot forward and see what the fuck happens. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. Put your best foot forward and try to put yourself in alignment to where you want to be at. Otherwise, find something else. Go start a podcast or something over there in the UK. Be a person, be an actor. Get into movies. Come to America. You got the look. You can be a damn crossover American smash. You got the looks. You got the all it is when it comes to acting is how you look and appearance and stuff. He can come over here, do his best hip hop, Black American accent. He studies enough for the culture. You can come in and do that shit. But if you don't have what it takes to fight the upper echelons of your era in a timely manner, and I mean, at this point, it's getting to the point where if he loses to Otto Weiland in an upset, I don't know what to say at that point. You can't convince me that he has anything left. He might be a shot fighter at that point. And I think, unfortunately, Otto Weiland has more heart than Anthony Joshua because of how he's conducted himself when he had the belts and after he had the belts. It's very disappointing to see somebody with that much potential look cowering to people of his peers. He cowers to Deontay Wilder like no one I've ever seen before. The thought of him fighting Tyson Fury seems like it bothers him. Man, these are your arch nemesis in your era, in your day. You have to fight these people and you cannot give a fuck about the outcome. That's how it's got to be in boxing. Boxing is struggling to get viewership, to secure deals and stuff right now. You can just see what happens. It's a lot of fights that's supposed to go one way and end up becoming another thing. You got to throw all that shit out the window and just get the shit done. You got these people over there overseas wanting to pay you boatloads of money to get these mega fights happen. Just go ahead and get it over with. Make your money, get in the ring, whatever happens. Train your heart out. Put everything you can into whatever it is. It's not it's not for Anthony Joshua. It's not the trainer. It's what's in your mentality, your mental fortitude. Otto Weiland doesn't have the most boisterous voice or anything, but I'm telling you, he's game. He's a dog. When you look at that, go back to that Fury fight in particular, he was doing everything you're supposed to do in that situation because he got dog in him. He's a real fighter. And that's what's missing. The killer instinct in Anthony Joshua. That was beat out of him when he fought in Madison Square Garden against the Mexican. That changed him forever. And just when we heard Wilder speaking to Anthony Joshua and speaking in a way where he didn't want to scare him off, that's what he's reduced to. You have to kowtow and handle him with kid gloves so he doesn't get too spooked. It's pretty pathetic, but I'm almost not really looking forward to the fight between Wilder and Joshua at this point. But if they get it done, I will watch it. I will pay for it. But this still is a good card because it has so many different names on the card, and hey, I'll enjoy that. But if to me, this is do or die between Joshua and Wilder. If he comes in and he pussyfoots around with Wilder like he did with Hellenius his last fight, it's going to be a terrible day for him in his career and his confidence or whatever lack of confidence he has right now. But salute.